What's up, cigar lovers, and welcome back to another review. Sorry it's been so long since I've done a cigar review. Just life's been crazy and hectic, and with all of my tarantulas and stuff, and work, and a few other things I had going on, I just haven't had time to sit down and review a cigar for you guys. But I made a little time in my day to day, and so we're going to review a cigar. Hopefully it's going to be a pretty awesome cigar. I know that the first edition was a really great cigar. Without further ado, this is the Island Jim. This is the San Andres. Some of you may have seen my Island Jim cigar review probably a year ago or so. It's a really, really great cigar made by Jim Robinson. He is the owner of a tobacco shop called Leaf and Bean in Pittsburgh, and he came up with his own cigar, and he paired up with Oscar Valladres, who makes the Leaf by Oscar. If you haven't had that cigar, you got to check it out too. But they made the Island Jim #2, and it's a great cigar. Well, they followed it up with this one, which it's got the same blend, but it's got the San Andres wrapper on it. So let's see, the makeup of this thing, the binder and long fillers are Honduran, and then the wrapper is the San Andres with a bit of Ecuadorian Connecticut right there. So nice shaggy foot, got the figurado tip on it, looks kind of like a #2 pencil, hence the name #2. This is a 6.5 by 52, I think. I forgot to look that part up. Anyway, it's the same size and everything as the Island Jim #2, just with a San Andres wrapper. So you can see, nice, beautiful San Andres wrapper. A little bit of ash on there from the ashtray. Nice, beautiful, dark brown San Andres wrapper. A few small veins, invisible seams. Really gorgeous cigar. Nice, oily look to it. Slightly toothy, but not bad. Nice firm pack. So let's smell it. On the wrapper, not a whole lot, just some a little bit of a nice mild peppery smell, and some barnyard maybe on the foot. Wow, there's a can't quite describe those smells, but they're interesting. So let's get it cut, and then we'll go from there. So I found this at a local B&M. I was running around here a while back, passed by a cigar shop, and thought, well, I'll go in and see what they got. Great shop. They had like 4 huge walk-in humidors, and I saw these guys right next to the Island Gym, so I decided I would pick one up. Very mild so far. There's a little bit of a floral thing going on. Just some real nice mild tobacco flavors with that kind of floral thing going on. It's really nice. The draw is a bit firm. I hope that'll loosen up just a little bit. So let's go ahead and light it, which ought to be pretty easy with this shaggy foot. I normally don't use my torch a whole lot, especially for the toasting of the cigar, but I can't find my natural flame lighter, and I'm out of the cedar matches, so we just got to make do. Right off the bat, tons of smoke. Really nice flavors. There's a pepper kicking up there, which I expected, and I also expect that to die down a little bit. There's like a really nice toasted oak, and then that pepper comes in on the tongue, and then a little bit of spice on the finish. So that's just the beginning. We're going to get into this thing and let it reveal itself to us, and then we'll come back. Alright, so here we are back. Into the first third of the Island Jim San Andres, and as you can see, beautiful, beautiful razor sharp burn, nice, beautiful, tight, white ash. That is the sign of a well-made cigar. So far, it's a pretty mild cigar. Body-wise, mild to medium, and about a medium flavored. So, not a lot of strength, not a lot of heavy body, but some really nice flavors. That, as I predicted, that pepper faded out really quickly, and there's been none of it since. A lot of what I'm getting is just kind of a sweet leather. Now, those are two characteristics I don't think I've ever used in conjunction with each other, but that's kind of what's going on. And then on the finish, there's a little bit of a charred oak, kind of like you would get on the finish of like some American whiskey. So I mean, it's a pretty nice combination. Really nice cigar. Draw is still a bit firm, but nothing terrible. Really nice smoke output. Some nice aromas coming off this thing as well. So I'm enjoying it so far. We're going to let it burn down a little more and see if we get any changes, and I'll come back to you. Here we are back at the band point, which, considering the size of the band, is about the halfway point. Just some slight changes. The body has kicked up some to a strong medium, and the strength has kicked up just a little bit. It's still kind of a solid, mild strength cigar, really. And then, of course, the flavor has kicked up some. Oh, I'm having heck with this band. The sweet hay that I was getting, well, that sucks. The band is just not coming off properly because I try to save those and it's just not working out. Anyway, the sweet hay that I was getting, the sweet part of it is kind of, sweet leather, excuse me. Yeah, that's, I think about working on that, Jim. Anyway, the sweet hay that I was getting, the sweet leather, I'm sorry, my brain is just, sweet leather that I was getting, still got the leather, the sweetness is kind of gone, and that charred oak that was on the finish is still there, but it's kind of taken on a peppery note, if you will. Draw still kind of firm, but again, nothing terrible. Moderate smoke output. Beautiful performance. The ash got knocked off as I was screwing with that impossible to remove band. So far, I'm really enjoying this cigar. I'm going to get into it a little ways, and then we'll finish this thing out. So, here we are at the end of the Island Jim San Andres. Again, you can see beautiful ash, beautiful burn throughout the whole thing there. Bit of a shift there toward the halfway point. That leather kind of faded out. And since then, that charred oak has kind of taken over. And then about halfway to the finish there is a coffee note that has come up. And then the finish, which is pretty long, is just kind of a general toasted tobacco flavor. So that's about all I've got. Not a super transitional stick. Excuse me, but there was a bit of a transition there. Pretty enjoyable stick throughout. Medium, I would say medium all the way across the board, except for on strength. Really hardly any strength to speak of. Mild as far as strength goes, but medium body, medium flavored. Pretty enjoyable stick. These guys retail are about $10 a piece, so you owe it to yourself to at least get one to check them out. I like them. I don't know if I like them better than the original Island Jim number 2, but they are an enjoyable stick, and I would smoke it again. Like I said, flawless construction, flawless burn. The only trouble with the whole performance of this cigar was the slightly firm draw, but again, that's nothing that you can't work through. But that's all I've got for this review. I enjoyed this cigar. Like I said, you owe it to yourself to pick one of these up. I'm going to end it right here. If you enjoyed this video, let me know with a thumbs up and a comment. If you haven't subscribed, do that. Share this video. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other. God bless.